So starting sitting on the heels, and then coming onto hands, knees, and feet hip distance apart. And then you're going to very gently tuck the toes under, and on a nice exhale, come into downward facing dog, pressing the heels back, lengthening the legs as much as is possible. And you're going to work on pressing the hands forward and down into the mat, and really focusing on lengthening the arms up overhead and plugging in the tops of the arm bones into the sockets, the shoulder sockets. Really kind of bringing them close into the body. You're going to very slowly and on an inhale move forward into plank, and exhaling slowly moving back into down dog. Pull the belly in towards the spine so that you've got really good control. And just keep focusing on this hugging in of the arm bones into their sockets. Just a few rounds like this. Legs nice and straight. And then you're going to very gently drop to the knees. And keeping the shoulder bones, the tops of the arm bones back, very carefully and slowly come down onto your tummy. Stretch both legs away from you. And now as you inhale, raise the head, neck and chest off the floor and raise the hands off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and see if you can tip the bottom edge of the shoulder blades in towards the chest so you can lift the heart. Gently bring the head back down, hands under the shoulders, tuck toes, push back into child with the toes tucked under, and then bring the tops of the feet onto the floor, the hands back towards the feet and the forehead down onto the floor. Relax the shoulders here again. And then bring the hands under the shoulders, pushing back up onto your heels. And coming back up now, very gently from tabletop, tucking the toes under, and a nice long exhalation into down dog. And again, pressing the hands down, really feeling tops of the arm bones plugging in. Bring the right foot forward. And you're going to now lift the right hand up and open the chest, twisting to the right, but plugging in the left shoulder, so not really pushing that left shoulder down and forward. Come back into down dog and just take a few breaths here. Again, all awareness in this practice on those shoulder heads. Left foot comes forward, and as the right hand stays on the floor, roll that right shoulder back and down as you lift the left arm and open the chest. Tendency is to press that right shoulder forward when you bring weight on it. Coming back into downward facing dog, resting the head, again plugging in both arm bones into the shoulder sockets. Inhaling, sweep the right foot up to the sky, and as you exhale, bring it between your hands. You're going to come up to a high lunge with the back heel lifted up. So don't press it back, but lift it up. Find the weight between the feet, evenly between the feet. Bounce around, find your balance. Take the arms up. Then take the left arm forward out in front of you. Twist the ribcage to the right. You can bring the right hand onto the sacrum. Twisting right. You can even bring the right hand back behind you to twist further. Now you're going to drop the left hand to the floor, right hand onto the hip, turn onto the little toe side of the back foot, placing the right foot under the right knee, so you probably have to bring that foot back a little bit, and stretch the chest open, lifting the top hand. Very nice. And then come back to down dog. Again, plug in those arm bones into the sockets. Settle in down dog for a few breaths. Reset. Sweep the left foot up. And then bring it between the hands, pressing that front foot down into the floor, rising up, back heel lifted, bounce around as you take the arms overhead. You can always keep them in prayer position or on your hips if the balance isn't there today. Then stretch the right hand forward, left hand comes to the sacrum as you twist the rib cage to the left. You can always take that left hand back behind you if there's space to do that, or keep the left hand on the hip. On the sacrum. Drop the right hand down now to the right of that left foot. Heel toe the left foot back a little bit. Come to the little toe side edge of the right foot and lift the left hand up to the sky. pressing down on the left foot and the right hand, plugging in the right shoulder. And then this time we're going to come to plank pose. Pull the abdominal muscles in, and then keeping the arm bones back, come down super slowly to the floor, stretch out the feet, and then come up to a cobra, keeping the collarbones wide. Then tuck the toes and come to a wide leg child pose, pressing the heels back and the bottom to the heels. And then once again, come to downward facing dog and take some deep breaths here.